So, he want to make the whole house fall, so hear what he say.
And I'm yelling down, no trust nobody I know got killed in South Central LA. Today was a good day.
Nobody got killed in South Central LA. Today was a good day. Remember how Lou, I told you, was talking about like having the cord and hanging himself because, we supposed to raise Christ up on the power raising Canaan. So instead of him, us raising him up, they want him to just hang himself, And then on top of that too, nobody got killed today because, at the end of the day, Christ, that's why he was talking about hurt. That's why Lulu was talking about hurting himself because, Christ sacrificed himself for the whole world. So you see how Ice Cube literally said that, the day is a good day because nobody got killed in South Central LA, because the LA is just Louisiana abbreviation, which just goes into Lewis. Nehemiah 1:9, the Father said that he was going to place us where he chose to place his name. That's why the slave boats went through Louisiana, because Deuteronomy 28:68, through ships we was going to enter into Egypt again, into bondage. This stuff is serious. Around, what was that, 2015-ish, when Westbrook had the mask, that's when he began getting all those triple doubles. That 666. The Ice Cube said, I messed around and called it triple double, So, that mask, he had to start off with that mask. That's when he started getting those triple doubles, because as it says, and I will wait upon the Lord that hideth his face from the house of Jacob, and I would look for him. So that's why his mask was clear, because, we had seek the face of God. They knew it was coming anyway, that we was going to start knowing his knowledge. And that's why he played for the Thunder when he started getting all those triple doubles, because that goes into the voice of God as a roaring thunder. And then you remember he beat Oscar Robertson triple doubles, because Oscar is just short for Osiris. And Osiris is just paganism of Christ, dying for the whole world's sake. They hate us so much, it's just written, the cloud, Christ comes with cloud. Behold, he comes with clouds. He got, and that's just written in Hebrews 12:1. We are the cloud of witnesses. So, 50 Cent, that's why he got the new movie he coming out with where he torturing influencers in his skill house. So, torturing influencers who deal with the cloud, because they know the cloud gathering is coming. So that's why he's trying to, war against the cloud, That's why you had that Carmelo stabbing Austin Metcalf out in Texas. That's showing that the sword of God is here. The blade, the sword, the word of God is as a sword. So you got Carmelo, hurting Metcalf, because Metcalf just goes to the cow again, the bull. This is all just a sacrifice, That's why it happened around the same time of DK Metcalf going to the Steelers. It happened like all in that time frame, because that Metcalf is just going, like I said, that Metcalf goes right into the whole theme of dealing with that meeting the cow, meeting the bull, Messiah being revealed. That's why he's a Steeler. It goes right back to that Steeler, that blade, that knife that he had, Carmelo Anthony. And around the same time, you see how they already had it with the 7-6 on his head, by his head. You see the 6-7 right there. That's the reversal of how they work. But, when they want to have flesh overpower the spirit, flesh is the number 6, 7 number of spirit. So you see you got that 7-6 lineup right there by Carmelo Anthony. And then they already know Austin Metcalf was going to be the sacrifice, because he's got the 25 on him. That's just 7 as well. And then you see they got that memorial. And he got that M for the Masons, and then the memorial, because they already know he was going to be the one that was going to be mourned after, So let's look at this right quick, and I'm going to chime on in. And another thing I forgot to mention too, remember, they said it was at the track meet, because, and you see he got the 36 on, that's the 3 6s. And that 666 is important because, like I explained before, 6 the number of flesh. So the Antichrist blasphemes the name that would be, remember it says 666, the number of the name of a man, the number of a man of the name that would be blasphemed, 666. So that